almost there. What is up, guys? Welcome back. Good morning. Today we are getting back on the G62, G35, LS3, whatever you guys want to call it, and we are still chasing demons. We are still trying to figure out how to get this damn thing out of the garage, if I'm going to be completely honest. So there's been a couple things that I've done. I'll explain everything that I've kind of gone over, things that I've changed, put together, rechecked, all that type of stuff. But right now I have to change this throttle body back because one of the things that we're not getting is throttle. And so I'll explain that in just a second, but let's get this out of here, back onto that motor, and put his back on, since we know that's not the issue. So this all back to normal. That one put back on that motor. Everything swapped out with the throttle bodies. I know that's not the issue. Let me tell you a little bit about what's been going on with the car with the wiring. All right, aside from some of the stupid problems we've been having, the fans, and that we had problems with the starter, it was actually still engaging or being stuck on the flywheel while we were starting the car. So we had to fix that issue. I'll explain that in a little bit. But one of the main issues we're having is throttle. We're not getting any throttle. We're getting about 4 or 5 codes, or we're getting 4 or 5 codes. That's what I'm actually here to explain to you. There are 3 connectors that are on the firewall behind the battery of the G's and the Z's. They're all in the same spot. When you're changing the wire harness, it comes with a new one of those, especially the CAN bus one, because it plugs into the car, so that way everything on the dash works. And so those connectors came on the wire harness for the engine. And actually, after calling LOJ, checking some things, running tests, I found out that there was about 6 to 8 wires on that plug that was actually in the wrong spot. So I had to depin it, repin it, and then recheck the codes and check for throttle. And so I did that, and now we still only have 1 code, but one of the codes is the throttle body. Hence, in the beginning of this video, that's why you guys saw me changing that out, to see if maybe that throttle body was bad, which it's not. So today I called LOJ. I'm trying to get a printout for the wiring for the throttle body, make sure that these are all in this position that they should be. And I also talked with Steve, the owner of LOJ. Been very helpful. Said he's going to send me on email a wiring printout, and also that this wiring goes directly to the ECU, and so I could actually run a continuity test after I get the schematics to see if there is continuity between here and where the ECU is at, but if it's on the right one. So that's the first problem we're having. Now it's time to explain the next problem that we had regarding the starter. All right, so this is the starter that comes with the ISR kit. This is a PowerMaster and PowerMax Plus. There is a new one in here because this one, the one that we got, is actually defective. You can see this came right out of here. This should not be able to be pulled out the way that I just pulled it out. When I pulled this out, this thing actually just fell into where the bell housing was at, got caught on the bell housing or on the flywheel, and I pulled it out. But this one was a problem. It was actually falling in. I think it would push it out and then it would get caught, and it would then just ride on the flywheel. So that was one of the issues that I found. And now with the new one in here, come up under here. The reason why I'm showing you this is because you can see that I actually had to shim the starter. I don't know how else to do this, but I had to shim the starter because of the fact that where the starter goes into this plate, it actually moves it in too far. And so when the gear goes out, it actually just rides on the flywheel. And so while we're sitting with the car off, we don't know that it's actually sitting on the flywheel. But when we turn the car on and it engages the flywheel, starts the car, and it comes back, it just sits and runs on the flywheel. The flywheel on the inside, I can actually see, was getting deburred because of it. And so I had to shim it that much, just a washer on the top to be able to keep it away from it that much, and I don't have that issue anymore. I'll start the car, let you guys hear it in just a second, but that is issue number 2 we were having. All right, come over here. I'm going to put this on here. I'm gonna start the car so you guys can hear actually what the car sounds like without a starter interrupting the noise. This car sounds really good. Oh, here's another thing I have to do. I can't go down to reverse, so I have to figure that out now. But here you go. Sounds healthy. I can't keep it on for too long. But there you go. At least you got to hear the car. Sounds really good. After I turned it on, I was pretty stoked, to be honest. Hey, look, no oil leaks. All right, going back to the shifter. This shifter housing is a little bit weird in my car, in Mike's car, and now in this car. The way that the ISR works is the plate bolts from underneath onto the bracket that they provide, and then you put everything in like this. However, we are trying to use a Torque Solutions short shifter. It's just a nice shifter. I have it in my car. Mike has it in a couple of his cars, and we really like it. And so when we put it in this car, it shifts nice through here. But however, the shift lockout, the reverse, I can't put it. There's trying, and I don't even know if that's in reverse because the car is up on jack stands right now. Yeah, back on jack stands, but I don't know if it's in reverse or if it's in 6th. I feel like it's in reverse, but this is another thing. So I don't know if these parts were machined wrong. I know that when I put this together, I actually had to drill out one of these holes because it wasn't exactly right. So I feel like all of the stuff that I got from ISR is been either just a skosh off, or I don't know, something's not fitting right with each individual thing. Like I said, with the shifter housing, with the plate for the bell housing, for the starter, like it's just been one issue after another. And now with the wiring, I have to verify with the wiring. I already moved like 6 to 8 wires on the wiring harness. And so for all of y'all that have said that I'm just milking the content, or I'm, you know, trying to keep it here or whatever, I know some of y'all are playing, so I'm not taking it to heart. However, I am trying to show you that this car has been giving us issues, and I want this car to be A1, built by me, no problems, no issues. Mike's gonna be driving in it. It's gonna be a daily. He's gonna have his daughter in it. And so I'm trying to go through everything meticulously and set it up the way I would set it up for my car, because that's how I work on all of the cars. I want it to be exactly how I would do my own car. So it's unfortunate that all of this stuff that's supposed to be just plug, play, change out, whatever, we did run into a bunch of issues with the power steering and all of, you know, the accessory stuff for the AC. However, it's one of those that I have no control over what's going on. And so my next step, I'm waiting on the harness electrical pinout, and we're gonna go from there. So this video, I'm sorry that it's not a whole bunch of stuff of me working on it, but I feel like I owed you guys this because you guys keep seeing this car, you keep asking about this car. It was down on the ground. I do have to find a shifter in there, so I'm gonna change it back to a factory shifter. I have it somewhere. Y'all know it's in here. But besides that, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So this car should be out of the garage soon. You guys know Mike's looking at another new car, and so it's not like a huge priority on his list. However, we do wanna drive it. We do wanna see this car going. I want this car to be done. Time to move on to the next project, and I need to make space for us to be able to keep moving forward. So that's kind of where this car is at. Like I said, I'm sorry this video is just me talking. I know some of you have a problem with me talking, but I feel like if you guys were here, we'd be bullshitting about it, we'd be talking about it, and we'd be doing things, and you know, it would be one of those. So in the act of me making it feel like you guys are here with me, being able to talk about it and understand exactly what's going on in the daily with the projects around the house, there it is. So yeah, I'm gonna try and find the shifter in there, and I think we're gonna get changing that. All right, well, of all the parts and all the crap that I have, I guess a factory shifter isn't one of them. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. I got a homie I can hit up. I think he still has his factory shifter, and so if he does, I'll probably just get it from him later today and put it in, and then I think we'll be good to go as far as it goes on here. Still waiting for LOJ. I just checked my email to send me the stuff for the wiring, and then yeah, we're gonna keep on going on this. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that in this video. I might just wrap it up. I just wanted an explanation video for you guys to kind of know what's been going on with this. I haven't really done that. We've explained a couple things over our Instagram and over, you know, like shorts or something like that, or even our stories. But as far as it goes, I haven't really told you everything that's gone on or showed you everything that's gone on. The car does sit on the ground. You guys got to hear it. And so, yeah, that's the last thing I'm trying to figure out. I do have to put the heater hoses on, but I'm gonna do that when I bring it out into the driveway because I want to be able to jack the front up and bleed it properly. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today, unfortunately. So sorry about the rambling and all the stuff, you know, just the talking. We really didn't do a whole lot today, but I don't really have a whole lot to do. I just needed you guys to know what was going on with it. And so yeah, that's it. But I should have some stuff for you a little bit later in the week or whatever, after I get the wiring schematic. Hopefully we see this thing running, are able to pull it out, and yeah, end the week, you know, strong. So anyway, next thing up on the list, I'm going to be sending this to, I think I'm going to be taking it this weekend out to Jay Martinez Auto Body. So that is going to be getting paint on it. The body will be cleaned up. So that project is still on. And I have tomorrow, I'm bringing this bad boy out. We're gonna go out to Sonoma, and yeah, it's a Wednesday night drift. So I look forward to driving, actually being able to have fun with some cars and that. So anyway, I hope you guys have been well. I hope your families have been well. It's nice to be back, being able to vlog. And so yeah, I got more updates of things and things coming. So big love to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for being patient. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.